guys, welcome back to Rebel with a Plan. If you're new, welcome for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. Today I thought since it is the end of a month, we would do a flip through of my catch-all planner. This is the planner that I carry with me in my purse. It is always with me, and I thought, let's do a flip through and you can see how I use it, how sometimes I do not use it. But so I have a Happy Planner Classic, and they make these binders for them, and I love them because I love having the extra pockets where I can put stuff. And I have several colors of these. Right now I'm just carrying the classic black, but I have a bright yellow, a bright pink, a bright green, a mint, and a white, and they also come in like silver and rose gold. And I'm sorry about the reflection of the lights. When we get somewhere that's not glossy, that'll go away. So it has pockets, and I keep paperwork that I need to carry with me in the very back. But then I like to print out pictures from the internet and keep them in the pockets just as like cute little ephemera, I guess. But this is Bruce Willis from Die Hard. He has been with me since before I even started like planning hardcore. I would always have a notebook or something with me, and he was always tucked inside. I don't know why, it just makes me smile to open my planner and there's John McClane in an air duct. You don't have to explain why something makes you happy. The fact that it does that's all that matters. It just has to make you happy, and he makes me happy. I am going to Las Vegas on Saturday on vacation. If you watched my plan with me this week, then you know, because I couldn't shut up about it. I'm super excited. So I printed out just a couple little travel things so that every time I open my planner this week, the first thing I'm going to see are these super cute little die cuts. So here's an airplane, and here's the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Just keep tucked in there. And then my two favorite slot machines. And there's a sneak peek of an upcoming book. Professor Billionaire is going to be one of the books in my Covert Billionaire series. So there's a little sneak peek if you are a reader. No one has actually seen that yet. But these are my favorite slot machines: Invaders from the Planet Moolah and the Simpson slot machine. And I know that they have both of them in Las Vegas, and I'm very excited to just sit at a slot machine, get some free Kahlua and creams, and bet some penny slots because I'm a dork. I don't know. Okay, so I keep one of these vinyl envelopes in the front of my planner, and this is where I keep my receipts for the week. Anything that I buy, I make sure I get a receipt, and then I put it in here. And then at the end of the week, I pull them out and I total up my my weekly spending. If you watched my how to make custom pages for your Happy Planner, this is my annual tracker, and this is what I'm using to track how many days I have written. And by the end of the year, I'll be able to see, like, if I wrote this many days this year, and this is how many books I put out, and it'll just give me a good idea on how to schedule books in the future. So I've been doing pretty well this month with writing most days. So it's not really anything that I want to stress over. It's just information gathering. I don't have a goal to write so many days every month. I just want to know, when left to myself, how do I write? So that's what that is. And then this was another one of the custom pages that I made. It's a reading log. My goal is 24 personal development books and 24 fiction books. I have already read 3 nonfiction books this month, and I am working on a 4th right now, so that will get filled in when I finish it. I like to make custom dashboards, which is just like a divider, a separator. I have a subscription to Digital Dash Box by Planner Press, not an ad, but I have some of her stuff in here too that I'll show you. But I also like to make my own just from pictures that I find on the internet, and then I laminate them with my laminator. And it's just, again, fun things to look at in my printer. So here's another custom page that I made, and I'm not thrilled with this one. I didn't line up the little stickers the way I probably should have. But this is just my goal sheet. My goal is to publish 25 books this year. I had 2 out in January. I have 1 that will be out hopefully in February. But I don't actually write them in here until the book is done and scheduled for pre-order, just so that I don't have to white out. I don't know. I don't like to plan too far ahead on book releases, because then I stress out about it and everything ends up late. So once they're done, they get written in here, and this is where I will keep track of my release dates for the year and the 25 books that I'm planning to write. This is another custom page. This is where I'm going to track my sales. So weekly I go, well, every day. This is a social media page from the Happy Planner that I covered with stickers and washi tape. And then I track how many books I sold every day, how many pages were read in KU, the estimated royalty, which is never correct. So these numbers aren't right. And then down here, if I wrote that day, my actual word count for the day, because this one up here is only tracking whether or not I've written. This is the actual number. And then at the end of the month, I will come back here and total so that I have an overview of 2020 book sales and royalties. This is my vision board. These are my 10-year goals and the things that I want to achieve. Monetized YouTube channel, my dream house, sick bod, $1 million in savings. This is like a debt-free, to have the financial freedom to not have to have a day job so I can write full-time, and crazy book sales. So that's just my vision board. I've never actually shown that to anyone, so that's another little sneak peek that you're getting. These are printouts from the digital dash box for January. It was like a glam theme, which I actually messaged her and I'm like, you know, I'm going to have the most blinged out budget planner anyone has ever seen, with the Louis Vuitton and it's just cute. So those are a couple of those. I have never seen the ocean before. As someone in the Midwest, I don't get very far from the inlands. So I'd really like to see the ocean this year. I'd really like to make that happen. So that's just another thing. This is a Happy Planner page that comes in one of the Happy Notes, and I am using it to list books that I come across that I want to read. And then, so I don't ever put my name in my planner. I don't know. I mean, this thing is pretty chunky. I can't imagine losing this planner. That would take some work to lose something so big, but who knows, maybe. But I don't put my name in there. So it just comes with the calendar. Then this is the perpetual calendar, which I actually have a second one that I took out because it had some private information in it. So I used the other one. And then this is a dashboard that I made in honor of my trip to Las Vegas, and then into January. So I did not use this month's monthly layout. I tend to just put post-it notes in, like I'll show you up here in February when I have something going on. So when I know that there's things, I put post-it notes on that actual week. I haven't really found a good way to use the monthlies. If you use your monthly calendar, leave me a comment and let me know what you write in there, because I tend to track everything in the weeks. So plus I have so many other planners that I use for specific tracking that I just haven't come up with a way to really use the monthlies. I don't know. I don't use them. So this was the first week, and I'm not going to take a whole lot of time on the weeklies because most of them should be in my Plan With Me playlist. But just to show you how different my planner is week to week, I will run through here. So this was the end of December into January. This was the week I realized that when I set this up, it was actually to show how to make a functional planner. So it was mostly, right? Yeah. So it was mostly just functional boxes. but I had a really rough week this week, and I ended up using it for like mini journaling. So I took and I filled up all the white space, and I love it. And I really wanted to continue this. But then the next week, I let my son pick the book that I was going to do a layout from, and he picked Squad Goals, and I didn't really care for it. So I didn't really touch my planner much this week. And then the next week, I was back to setting it up how I wanted to, and I was so busy last week that I barely touched this. I barely did anything in here. Obviously, I mean, I don't know if I opened my planner last week. It looks so bare. That's crazy. And I mean, it's been kind of I feel like January was like a trial month, right? Like we're into 2020, but not really. I mean, we're still just kind of testing the waters, and maybe like February is when we're really going to kick off and get started in doing all the stuff we know we need to do, right? I mean, does anybody else feel that way? Like we're still just testing it out, right? And then, but we'll do better in February. I don't know. So then this is this week's. I'm going to Las Vegas, obviously. Have I said that? Have I said I'm excited? Wicked excited. So I did a plan with me on this one too, and that came out on Monday if you want to check that out to see how I came up with this. But this was with a lot of custom stickers that I made as opposed to Happy Planner books. And but the Happy Planner ones that I did use, most of them were the travel book, which I have been so excited to use. And I love the way this turned out. Also very busy, but I still have white space in here if I need to, you know, do mini journaling, which I believe that I will get back into that, because that does seem to alleviate some stress, just to come in here and just scribble out some, you can do it girl stuff, you know, I don't know. So there's another dashboard from the Digital Dash Box. I do love the blingy Starbucks cup. That's cute. And then this is just the rest of my, so I Frankenplanned. There's 3 planners in here, and I'm going to go through those. But this is what I was talking about, when I will put Post-it notes when I know that something's coming up ahead, just so I have it there. We have a big wall calendar in the kitchen that we use for family stuff. So most of it gets written up there too. And I don't need to see it like I don't need to see it in a monthly spread because I see it every day, I guess. I don't know. So I keep, because this is already such a chunky planner, I keep the full months through, what do I have in here? Through, uh-oh, I missed in a page. There it is. Sorry. I don't know if you can hear my son laughing, but he is laughing hysterically at whatever he is watching. So I keep through June the full, and then July through December I only have the month view, so that I can still come in here and put Post-it notes on things that are coming up and keep track of them, but I don't have the bulk of having all those weekly spreads in here. And then here's another, I do love that, the Digital Dash. See, I like it so much I used it twice on the back. And then this is my budget planner. So this is the dashboard that I made for my budget book. And then I have a savings tracker. I wrote myself a little like motivational letter about getting my finances together. My 10-year vision map of where I want to be with my money. Here is my debt tracker. If you slow down enough to look at it, those are real numbers, and it is disgusting and embarrassing. So I set a monthly goal every month, well, I will be setting a monthly goal every month. January's goal was not to eat out, and we have done admirably. We had a couple. So my son has swimming lessons on Wednesdays, and because it's so soon after I get home from work, we do my husband will pick up pizza or subs. We kind of alternate weeks. So Wednesdays we kind of got a pass. And then last night was a fundraiser for my son's school at Chuck E. Cheese. And the fact that I broke my goal to go to frickin' Chuck E. Cheese, ugh, it just turns my stomach. I don't care for their pizza. If you work there, I'm sorry, I don't care for your pizza. It was not worth breaking my rule. Also, not worth 20 bucks, but whatever. So anyway, so that's the monthly, and then every month I'll have a different goal, and I'll keep track of the balances on my accounts and my bills and my debt reduction that I'm working towards. Here's another digital dash. And then this is my wellness planner, which I have not used. This is another thing that come February, man, I'm all over this, but I have not used it. This is a custom page that I made to keep track of my weight. I've lost 70 pounds in the course of many years. And I'm actually quite happy with where I am. I'm 5'7", I weigh 160. I'm not ashamed of, I'm freaking proud of it, because I worked really, really hard to get here. But last year I was running, well, I got myself up to 18 miles at a time because I was training for a marathon, and then I got hurt and I had to completely stop running. And even once I finally healed, I didn't go back to it. So while I'm not upset about my weight, it is starting to creep back up because I'm not as active as I was, and I've lost a lot of the fitness that I gained when I was running consistently. So this is more just to keep me on track. I just wanted something cute to keep track of, you know, my weight every month, to make sure that I'm not slacking and putting on more weight than I'm comfortable with. But I am hoping to get back into running, which is when I will really, really get into the wellness part of it. But the wellness planner is really nice. It's got, you know, you can set your intention for the day. You're supposed to write down everything that you eat, how you moved, and then there's like reflection. Today was, I'm thankful for. So it's a great planner. I just have fallen down. Well, I fell down a lot. I guess what I did was I haven't picked back up, and that's where I need to get. I don't have any more dashboards. And then in the back, I just have some different kinds of note pages. I've got some dot grid, like a checklist style, and then some pretty ones. And then there's pockets in the back, but I don't really use that because I've already got so much stuff in the front that if I had it in both, it would just be too awkward for me. So that is the flip through of my catch-all planner for the end of January. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment below, please, if you do use your monthly spread, and tell me how you use it. Tag me on Instagram with pictures of your monthly. That would be awesome. I'm Dakota.Rebel over at Instagram. If you liked the video, I hope that you'll subscribe. I'd love to hang out with you. Click the like button if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.